beautiful afternoon, evening in mid-July at Wintercrest Park as the Coon Rapids Post 334 squad welcomes the team from Andover. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro behind home plate, and could not have asked for more idyllic baseball situation.
It is pleasant here tonight at the ballpark. A lot of fun, obviously. Get against a couple of teams that know each other and a couple of teams that are struggling. Coon Rapids comes in with a 2-11-1 record. They're 0-11-1 in their last 12 games. And Andover comes in with a 2-10 record. They just won their first league game the other night against Park Center.
Something's got to give is the old saying. You can't lose them all. Another way of saying it. Coon Rapids hoping to end that 12-game skid. Here is the opposition. Left fielder Ethan Wallen set to lead off for Andover, followed by Grant Peary. Jack Clough is hitting third and playing at third. Mason Sanders, the catcher, is in the cleanup spot. Deacon Eckes, the DH, will hit fifth, followed by Lucas Squire, then Blake Bauman, Reed Lindgren, and Colin Gravnick, rounding out the order for head coach Pete Anderson.
Coach Anderson, a 2000 graduate of Coon Rapids.
Max Sloan getting the start for Coon Rapids on the hill. Gets Wallen to swing and get a piece of the first offering, 0-1.
Wallen batting 231 as he steps to the plate. And looks to me like this is Max Sloan's first start of the year. So an opportunity for him, get some arms rested. We've seen a lot of games here played by the Legion team the last week.
Did he come in the last? I want to say he came in for an inning.
Yeah, he doesn't have any stats on here. That's the only problem.
Game that that we covered last week. Up and in again to Wallen, 3-1. I know they went through a fair number of pitchers in that contest at Blaine.
Yep.
3-1 pitch is in for a strike, and the at-bat will continue with the full count.
Well, unfortunately, the scoreboard's not working here at the stadium tonight, at least so far.
This one popped back out of play. We'll try again at 3-2. Ball high and a leadoff walk for Ethan Wallen.
That's a nice way for Andover to start this game. Get that leadoff runner on base. There's Max Sloan. So post 334. The Andover squad, they don't have a post. So we are going to call them the Post Toasties.
Sloan misses outside to Grant Peary.
Peary hitting 211. This Andover team's hitting 245 as a squad.
Two and 0. Sloan needs to find the zone and does with the off-speed pitch, 2-1. Runner is going. This one chopped on the right side on a couple of hops. Adi to Califoot for out number one. Wallen advances into scoring position with one away.
Yeah, Wallen got a nice jump on it, and Adi wasn't going to get him at second base, so obviously the smart move, go over to first, get that first out, although you do allow a runner in scoring position.
That is a pretty serious beard on Jake Clough.
Unlike
for a high school age ball player. There's a look at the defense. Liam West Kendrick is out in right field. Kel Norquist in center, and Leo Bloom-Vachereau in left. Jacob Califoot and Jeremy Adi on the right side of the infield. Sammy Lee is at short. Hayden Lundquist is in the hot corner. Jaden Kopp behind the plate for Jake Clough. Or for Max Sloan, rather. Clough takes a strike.
Clough hitting the ball well, hitting at 500 as he steps to the plate.
Looks at another pitch, let her high for strike 2. And now we'll have to protect the plate with the runner Ethan Wallen at second. This one hit back off of the glove of Sloan, but easily handled by Adi. Over to Califoot for out number 2. Wallen over to third, but now 2 gone.
Yeah, an all-important second out here, Joe, and obviously they'd like to get out of the inning without any runs produced, and they can do it here. They put themselves in a situation where got a chance to get out of the inning without any runs allowed.
Sloan will get himself an assist on the 1-4-3 putout. Now the catcher, Mason Sanders, takes a pitch for a strike and starts out in a 0-1 hole.
Sanders hitting .250 on the year.
Fastball fouled off, 0-2. After falling behind early in counts to the first 2 he faced, he's ahead in the count in the last 2. Some room to play here, 0-2. Gets him to go up the ladder. That's strike 3 and out number 3. Leadoff walk does no damage. No hits, no runs, no errors. There was 1 left. No score after half an inning on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at Wintercrest Ballpark, post 334 set to get on it on offense. Chell Norquist, the center fielder, will lead things off. Sammy Lee starts in the on-deck circle. Jaden Kopp, the catcher, hitting third, with Jacob Califoot in the cleanup spot. Jeremy Adi is hitting fifth. Hayden Lundquist behind him. Max Sloan, then Leo Bloom-Vachereau, and Liam West Kendrick complete the order for Coach Mossy and his staff.
Norquist steps to the plate, one of the leading hitters on the squad at .348 on the season.
Norquist flies to right. It's going to fall in front of Peary, and a leadoff single. That's what you like to see from your leadoff man in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, so far both teams putting their leadoff batter on base. There you see Matt Bauman. Doesn't have a decision on the year, 4.94 earned run average.
Shortstop Sammy Lee digging in, takes a pitch off the outside edge.
Sammy hitting .242 on the year.
Norquist will get chased back to the bag, and a jumping save for Blake Bauman. The brothers Bauman on that connection.
You would have thought it would have been right there. I mean, they probably worked on that play as growing up as kids.
They're still kids.
That's true.
Pitch down and away, 2-0 to Sammy Lee.
That's younger kids.
I'm sure they have worked on that move.
Yes, many times.
Ad nauseum. But under the pressure of the ballpark, good off-speed pitch, clips the outside corner. 2-1. But a good save from Blake Bauman. Do not want to put that runner into scoring position, especially without giving up an out. Or getting it out, I should say. That pitch off the outside edge again, 3-1.
Bauman in danger of pitch away from putting another runner on to get runners at first and second with nobody out.
And he will, as Lee got on his toes, but still outside. Ball 4 and 2 on, nobody out. Jaden Kopp coming to the dish.
Kopp struggling a little bit at the plate, hitting a .132 on the season. A good opportunity for him here to get that average moving north with 2 runners on and nobody out.
Strong fastball from Bauman to start Kopp off 0-1. First time he has delivered with a strike on the first pitch. Another miss outside, 1-1. Leadoff single from Norquist. Walk for Sammy Lee. Norquist chased back to the bag, and again another high throw from Bauman. This time it was Lucas Squire going up to make sure it didn't get past him and allow extra bases on the infield.
Well, nobody's really covering the bag.
Pitch outside, easy take for Jaden Kopp, 2-1. Stroked into left field on a line. Norquist will turn and come to the plate. The throw goes to third, but a solid RBI single for Jaden Kopp gets Coon Rapids on the board.
Well, Jaden does that with the average, getting it to go north. That just, as you mentioned, this is a solid knock to get the first run across.
This one came over with a big hit me sign on it, and he obliged.
Yeah, that was right where he needed it to be.
Bell time, middle in.
Yep.
And still 2 on with nobody out, and now the cleanup man, Jacob Califoot, at the plate and takes a strike.
Califoot hitting 200 on the year. This squad's hitting 222 as a team. Coach Mossy would love to see that average get up a little bit here.
This one hit well to center. Coming in now, going back is Gravnik. He'll make the catch over his shoulder. Tagging and getting to third is Sammy Lee. So runners at the corners, now 1 away.
I gave that ball a pretty good ride, and long enough where it allowed Sammy Lee to get to third.
Gravnik took 2 or 3 steps in before he realized how well it was hit. I was just about to say, you talk about 220 average, and they need to pick that up.
I've been making contact.
Couple of hits in their first at bats, first 3 batters. This is going to be another base hit. Adi on the first pitch, right through the gap on the left side. RBI as he plates Sammy Lee.
Yeah, but I'm leaving those pitches up in the zone, and Coon Rapids attacking. Smile on Coach Mossy's face. There hasn't been a lot to smile about lately for the post-334 team in a tough slump.
Well, 2 runners already across, 2 more on, only 1 out. Hayden Lundquist, first pitch. Slow grounder to the right side, fielded by Squire. Bobbled a little, threw it away. Coming to the plate is Jaden Kopp. He will score. Everybody safe as Adi takes a big turn at third. Lundqvist will be at second. Adi will be at third. It's a 3-0 lead. Only one out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Oh, Max Sloan is now at the plate. Good little lead staked so far here in the bottom half of the first. 3-0 lead for Coon Rapids to start this one.
Yeah, you love to come to the dish, a chance to continue to help your own cause. 2 runners in scoring position, only one out. He thought about it, and he knew
pitch
before it was even called a strike that was one he had a chance on.
Yeah, he's struggling at the plate, hitting .067. And again, this would be a good time for him to get out of that that slump.
Well, first, a changeup on the outside edge, right belt high that he could have driven the other way. Then a strong fastball at the knees. He's quickly behind 0-2, and he is done on 3 pitches swinging at 1 down out of the zone.
Big out for the Andover squad. Second out of the inning here. Already 3 runs across.
Leo Bloom Vachereau, or perhaps he should be LBV.
We like that. We talked about that before the game. LBV hitting 200 on the year.
Out in front of an off-speed pitch to start and fall behind 0-1. He's got Adi at third and Lundqvist at second.
Boy, hit to the gap. If they can find some green, score a couple more runs for post 334.
This one skied right side. Bauman is under it. Hardly had to move. Squeezes it for out number 3, but 3-run score on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Good crowd, including our 4-legged friends here at the ballpark.
Yeah, everybody's
and
enjoying the night.
Quick start for the home squad. 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, exactly the way they wanted to start here, quite obviously. A couple of base hits in that inning and able to get 3 runs across the plate and put some pressure on Andover here now on the top of the second.
Yeah, Max Sloan, after giving up a leadoff walk, got the next 3 outs pretty quickly, allowing that runner to get to third, but leaving him stranded there, and now staked to a 3-run lead. He faces the designated hitter, Deacon Eckes, to start things.
Eckes steps to the plate, hitting 200 on the year.
Couple of pitches down out of the zone for Sloan, and he's behind in the count 2-0.
I was going to say, Joe, it's always nice to come back on the mound with a little bit of a lead. Can relax a bit. Nice pitch.
Curveball, Eckes got a little piece of it, but a 2-1 count. Fastball hit back up the middle and through. A leadoff single for Deacon Eckes.
A good response by Andover, as they gave up 3 runs in that. They allowed 3 runs in that first inning, and now an opportunity here to see if they can get some of it back.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Lucas Squire.
Squire hitting the ball well. He's hitting .318 on the year.
Looks at a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Squire a little bit of a bobble and then a throw wide of the bag at first allowed that last Coon Rapids run to score in the bottom of the first. Fouls this one back. It will get out of play just beyond the Andover dugout. 0-2.
A good spot for Sloan to be in here looking for that first out of the inning. Heading the count 0-2.
Curveball, high fly to right field. Coming in on it is Wes Kendrick. Dives and cannot make the catch. Eckes had to wait near the first base bag to make sure it wasn't caught, so he's able to get over as the ball squirted away.
Yeah, that's a
It'll
tough.
be back-to-back singles.
That's a tough one. Kind of a no man's land in between Adi and Wes Kendrick.
Blake Bauman, the first baseman, will dig in with 2 on, nobody out. First pitch fouled back. The Andover squad trying to answer that 3-run bottom of the first inning.
Bauman hitting .211 on the year.
This one hit on a line into right field. Everybody's going to move up 90 feet. 3 straight singles. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Oh, Pete Anderson has to be happy the way this Andover team has started out here in top of the second after falling behind 3-0. Now an opportunity to see what they can do with nobody out.
Number 8 hitter wears a jersey with 2 number 8s. Reed Lindgren, the shortstop. A great opportunity for him here in the top of the second inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. And a great grab from Jaden Kopp as that one got away from Sloan, but did not avoid his catcher.
Lindgren looking for his first base hit of the year.
Change up right down the middle. Lindgren looks at it. Evens the count, 1-1.
My mistake. He's hitting 182. I was told not to trust the numbers on the roster, but I didn't listen.
This one hit toward the gap in right center. Over for it is Wes Kendrick. Tagging and coming home is Eckes. Squire will also tag and move over to third, but Andover on the board on the sacrifice fly.
Well, they respond with a run so far here in the bottom of the second. Cut into that lead.
So runners at the corners with 1 away for the center fielder, Colin Gravnick. There you look at the grab by Wes Kendrick. He was just glad it was in a spot that he could make the play this time.
Gravnick looking for his first base hit.
Gravnick takes it up top, 1-0.
Ooh, that didn't miss by much.
A tough no call on the strike, 2-0.
Yeah, tough one to watch. Go by.
And now outside makes it 3-0. Sloan in danger of walking the bases full again. Grabbing, taking all the way. It's in for a strike, 3-1. Squire, the runner at third. Blake Bauman at first. Curveball misses low, and the bases are loaded again. Still only 1 out in the inning. Back to the top of the order for Andover.
Yeah, great job for Andover, or great opportunity for Andover here with just the 1 out, bases loaded to continue their scoring opportunity.
Tying run now into scoring position for Ethan Wallen. That pitch way up high. And they got him at third base. A good throwdown from Jaden Kopp. Got Squire leaning a little too far down the third base line and takes that leading runner off the bases.
That is a huge out because you're one out and bases loaded. A quick snap throw down, perfect throw. Oh yeah, easy call there. As he's able to tag him well before his hand touched the bag.
1-0 count to Ethan Wallen. 2-0.
We always talked about Kopp and what a good defensive catcher he is.
Misses inside, now 3-0. Sloan in danger of back-to-back walks and loading those bases right back up.
He does.
And he does a 4-pitch walk for Wallen. Everybody on a base once more.
Oh, Wallen's got that small strike zone, making it difficult for a pitcher to get it in control as head coach Matt Mossy is going to take a jaunt out to the mound with 2 away and bases loaded.
Right fielder Grant Peary. An opportunity here with bases loaded, 2 away. His team trailing 3-1, top of the second inning. Andover started the inning with 3 straight base hits. 1 came home on a sacrifice fly, a pair of walks since then, and a back pick from Jaden Kopp to Hayden Lundquist at third. Peary ground ball to second his first time up. Quickly able to get ahead in the count, 2-0. Putting more pressure on Max Sloan, who has given up back-to-back walks.
Yeah, he can ill afford, obviously, to get another free pass in this situation. There's nowhere to put anybody. Good pitch there.
Peary backed away from it, but called a strike on the inside corner. Had 3 walks in his first 10 batters faced. 2 of them, though, to Ethan Wallen, as you mentioned, has a smaller strike zone.
He does. He does. Makes it a little more difficult.
Yeah, this little guy's got to get our advantages where we can.
He'll take them. But I tell you, if they can get out of this inning with just a 1 run, that'll be huge. 2-2
pitch. Hit well into right. It'll fall well in front of Wes Kendrick. 1 run scores. Here comes Bauman as well, or Gravink as well. So this game is all tied up on the 2-run single by Grant Peary.
Yeah, just as quickly as Coon Rapids scores the 3, Andover comes back on the top of the second and answers, and still with an opportunity with runners at first and second and 2 away to continue their outing at the plate.
Yeah, but no doubt, single off the bat, just played to where they ain't. This one hit straight away center. Clough is out on a pitch, as it was an easy play for Chell Norquist. But 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 left. We're tied at 3 after an inning and a half on CTN.
you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Matt Bauman didn't have the greatest first inning, but saw his team answer in the top of the second inning. So he climbs back to the top of the hill in a tie game, 3-3.
You know, are we in store for a score fest here?
Well, both teams getting 3 runs and sending 8 guys to the plate in their last half inning. Liam West Kendrick, the right fielder, the only one that did not get to the plate in the first inning for the home squad. This one chopped left side, very short. Charging it is Clough. The throw is not in time. An infield leadoff single for Liam West Kendrick.
Yeah, made a tough play for Clough down to third base because the ball kind of died in the grass a little bit. And West Kendrick, with some good wheels to get down to first base, made it very difficult on that throw.
Yeah, Clough has to come a very long way for it and had a little trouble getting it out of the glove. Back to the top of the order, Kjell Norquist singled and scored in the first. Comes up with a runner at first, nobody out, takes a pitch high, 1-0. Roller to the left side, ran up on the arm of Clough. He's able to regather it, get the out at second base. So there will be no error, although he had some trouble fielding that one. They still get the lead man out. Norquist on by fielder's choice.
Again, fortunate in that situation that he was able to get out of his glove in time to get their runner at second. Didn't have as far to throw. You can see the initial miscue, but able to regroup and make the throw to second.
Sammy Lee walked and scored in the first. Runner at first, 1 out. Tie ball game, and that pitch well outside, 2-0. And now 3-0. Does Bauman have a little trouble getting started against Sammy Lee? Lee, the only walk he gave up the first time through the order. And now he's going to give him another free base on just 4 pitches.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you've got runners at first and second with just the one away. And a pretty good hitter coming to the plate. Guy who had been struggling a little bit, but nice base hit his last time up.
Drove in the first run of the ball game. Bottom of the first. Trying to put his team back in front again. 2 on, 1 out. Bauman misses outside, 1-0. Fastball rolled to short, took a high hop and got over Lindgren. They're going to send the lead runner. Norquist will come. The throw well off the line. Will go all the way to the backstop. Here comes Sammy Lee. He's going to get to the plate as well. Kopp ends up at second base. It's a funny hop. I don't know how you rule it on the. I think you rule it initially a hit on the funny hop, but then the error on the throw allows the second run to score. And just like that, Coon Rapids back in front, 5-3.
Again, I mean, it could be one of those ball games as head coach Pete Anderson is going to take a walk out to the mound for the first time this evening to talk to his pitcher, Matt Bauman. So you've got just 1 away, runner at second. All of a sudden, 2 more runs now for post 334 to take that lead back and make it 5-3.
So that's how it's going in my scorebook, is an RBI single. Take another look at it, and this just hits the lip right there and goes up over Lindgren. He didn't have much of a chance. And then just an airmailed throw on the run by Ethan Wallen, and that allowed Sammy Lee. And a good heads-up base running play by Sammy.
Right.
He came around the bag at third, saw how far that it had gotten all the way to the backstop, and that the coverage at the plate was a little loose, shall we say, and he said, I'm going for it. And he got there easily, didn't even have to slide.
No, well before Sanders was able to get there. And Sanders was actually standing behind home plate a little ways, allowing Lee to feel comfortable to make it home.
4 batters into this inning, and this one hit high to left field. Backing up is Wallen, waiting on it, will make the catch. Tagging his cop, but he'll stay at second base. Califoot wasted no time.
No, he gave it a ride, too.
First pitch, he sent it a long way. But in plenty of time underneath it was Ethan Wallen for out number 2. I was going to say 4 batters into the inning. You've had 2 hits, a walk, and an error. 2 runs already across, a runner at second base. Adi, first pitch swinging as well. This one popped up right side. Bloomquist chasing, and that one just foul. Fortunately for Andover, that was right near the line.
It was.
If that one falls fair right there, you score another run.
Oh, absolutely.
But Adi's got new life.
Well, and again, Bauman tried to backhand it as he realized it was coming over his head and tried to backhand it. As you can see the ball falling in foul territory. But you're right, not far away from a fair ball.
Mossy was arguing it before it even got to the ground.
No surprise.
Hey, you got to plead your case
Absolutely.
at all times. Pitch misses outside, evens the count 1-1. Cop the runner at second base, 2 across here in the inning. Coon Rapids leads 5-3 in the bottom of the second inning. Goes fishing for one down out of the zone and comes up empty, 1-2. And then pulled the string on that, got Adi out in front, strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Bauman. But Coon Rapids strikes again, another crooked number. 3 in the first, 2 in the second. They lead 5-3 after 2 on CTN.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the ballpark and feeling pretty good about the ball game we've seen thus far. Coon Rapids 3 in the bottom of the first. Andover answers with 3 in the top of the second. Coon Rapids puts 2 more across in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, I mean, it's when Coon Rapids step to the plate, are we in store for a score fest? Well, we may well be here, depending on what Max Sloan can do. And he had a tough inning in the top of the second. Now let's see what he can do here in the top of the third.
Mason Sanders, the only one to not bat in the second inning for Andover. Struck out on 3 pitches in the first. Takes one up out of the zone, 1-0. Sloan misses high again.
Yeah, we saw him fall behind in that batters in the top of the second.
And now 3-0. Yeah, 4 hits in that inning for Andover. Couple of walks as well.
Ooh.
And that is a 4-pitch walk, not even close. 4th walk of the ball game.
Yeah, that's not good. Not considering we
Only
just started the
13
third
batters
inning.
in.
Yeah, we just started the 3rd inning.
Deacon Eckes started the big inning for Andover in the second with a single. Takes a pitch for a strike, 0-1. Just stayed high, 1-1. Got it off the end of the bat. Sends it to the backstop, 1-2.
Well, spot here now for Sloan heading the count.
Spinner that didn't spin the right way. Ends up inside, backs Eckes off, 2-2. This one popped up right side, tracked down by Jeremy Oddie for out number 1.
Calford not able to get back to first. Could have possibly had a play. But good job by Oddie, making sure he got that ball.
They'll bring up Lucas Squire. He also singled in that 3-run second inning. This one skied behind home plate. Kopp has a chance. He's there, and that's out number 2, and Squire flips his bat in disgust.
A big second out now with runner at first, and we saw what happened last inning to Coon Rapids in the field. Gave up those 3 runs. And
well, and Squire was the one that was picked off at second base, or at third base. So he steps in looking to kind of redeem himself, and first pitch popped up behind the plate, and an easy play for Jaden Kopp. I think even he was surprised at how much time he had to set his helmet down, adjust himself, get set, have a cup of coffee, and then make the catch.
Find the ball, make a call.
Down and in, 2-0. That is the greatest bat
it
ever.
Is.
Right there.
It's the Ticonderoga number 2.
That is a fantastic bat. Did not do what Bauman was hoping for, though, as he skies it.
They erased him
straight up, and Califoot puts an end to the inning. 3 straight pop-ups after a leadoff walk. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Coon Rapids up 5-3. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
Did you know? City Code prohibits outdoor storage of things like building materials, auto parts, household items, scrap metal, garbage, and more. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov. Did you know properties are required to have garbage and recycling service with a licensed hauler? On Collection Day, place your carts 2 feet behind the curb. Collection containers should not be placed in the street. And don't forget, containers are not allowed at the curb on non-collection days. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
That's the way to watch a game.
Back at the ballpark. It's been a fast start. Coon Rapids with 3 in the bottom of the first. Andover answered with 3 in the top of the second. Coon Rapids put 2 more across in the bottom of the inning. And now coming back to the plate here in the bottom of the third, up 5-3.
Yeah, they'd like to see if they can get a couple more here and add to this lead. They seem to have been finding some success here against Matt Bauman so far early on.
An error in each inning for Andover in the field. But Coon Rapids does have 5 hits through the first 2 innings. Bauman a good, strong fastball to start Lundquist out. 0-1. Lundquist, a ground ball to second base, reached on an error. That error allowed the 3rd run of the ball game to score back in the bottom of the first inning, making it a 3-0 Coon Rapids lead. One kind of floated up and away from Matt Bauman. Curveball got him swinging. Evens the count 2-2. Coon Rapids has had the leadoff man on base by way of a single each of the first 2 innings. Lundquist able to foul that one back, stays alive at 2-2. This one hits solidly into right, and for the 3rd straight inning, they have a leadoff single.
Yeah, I mean, again,
you thought I jinxed it, didn't you?
No. You?
I may have thought I jinxed it.
I didn't even think twice.
So Hayden Lundquist at first with a leadoff single. Max Sloan, chance to help his own cause. Struck out in the first. Looks at a good pitch from Bauman for strike 1. Speed pitch rolled back up the middle. Little flip for 1. The relay in time. Lindgren to Squire to Bauman. Erases that leadoff single. 2 away.
Yeah, Bauman induces him to hit a ground ball. It is a perfectly hit defensively for Andover, as they made an easy play to erase both runners.
Yep, Taylor made roller. Lindgren, little flip. Easy turn from Squire. Bauman a good stretch, but Sloan out by a mile. And now Leo Bloom Vachereau takes a strike, 0-1.
Have a 2-way now here. Coon Rapids trying to see if they can keep the inning alive.
This one hit well to left, but it'll hang up long enough for Welland to make the play on it. Leadoff single, erased by a double play, and a fly out to left ends it. We go to the 4th. Coon Rapids 5, Andover 3.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Sun is gone from view beyond the trees out past right field. Absolutely perfect evening for baseball, and it's been a fun one so far.
It has.
Coon Rapids a 5-3 lead. Two teams looking for a positive, looking for win number 3 on the season.
Well, they certainly would like it, and they need to get out of this slump that they've been in. 0-11-1 in their last 12 games.
Reed Lindgren will lead things off at a sacrifice fly in their 3-run second inning. Drove in the first run of the game for Andover. Out in front of the curveball, falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, that was a pretty curve from Sloan.
Ducks away from a curveball that stayed inside.
Didn't curve the way Max wanted it to.
Andover's been able to get their leadoff man on base in each of the first 3 innings. 2 by walk, 1 with a hit. Pitch is outside, 2-2. Fastball driven into left. Solid single to get things started for Andover in the 4th.
And again, obviously, another leadoff hitter on base for Andover.
So here we are in the top of the 4th inning, and so far every leadoff hitter has been on base.
That's crazy.
7 straight.
Yeah, you don't see that happen.
Innings.
You don't see that happen very often.
To start the ball game. Colin Gravink walked and scored in that second inning. Takes a pitch up high, 1-0. Good response from Sloan. Comes back with a fastball for a strike at the knees.
Yeah, again, Coon Rapids obviously would like to keep this score the way it is here in the top of the 4th. We saw that happen last inning, but so far nobody out. Already a runner at first.
Well, after the leadoff walk in the 3rd, Sloan able to induce 3 straight pop-ups. Great curveball, and Gravink twisted out of his shoes, but couldn't get a touch. It's 2-2. Little bluff from Lindgren at first, but he stays there. The pitch outside, and the count is full. And this is really a pretty big pitch for Max Sloan right here. Full count. Throws the curveball, called strike, and Gravink looks at strike 3. Just the second strikeout of the ball game for Max Sloan as he finishes his 2nd time through the Andover order.
Well, and it's a big one. Now with the batter coming to the plate and Ethan Wallen, he's got to learn. He's got to figure out how to throw a strike to him.
Find that zone.
Yeah, it's not easy with a shorter ball player.
Starts him with a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Well, he went to a full count in the 1st inning. Walked on 4 pitches in the 2nd. Off-speed pitch, misses in. Lindgren trying to get some attention from Sloan over there at first, dancing around, trying to break his concentration a bit. Put a little more pressure on him. The 1-1 pitch misses inside as well, 2-1. Throws his bat at that, right back to Sloan. He gets it to Lee for 1. The turn is not in time. So Wallen beats it out for a fielder's choice, but They get the lead runner for out number 2.
Yeah, big second out in the inning here in that situation. Again, you get that lead runner. You get an opportunity to get out, see if you can get out of this inning unscathed. Got a little bit of an adventure on that throw, too.
Yeah, it was a little down and away, but Lee did the smart thing. He came off the base, fielded the ball, made sure to get the out. Throw not even close, as you saw. Wallen there in plenty of time. Because as soon as he put that bat on, he said, oh, no, I did not do that. As that pitch was outside, he kind of threw his bat at it.
Yeah,
and he hit it softly back to the mound. Easy fielding play by Max Sloan, and he knew he better hustle to make sure that it didn't end the inning. Now here's Grant Peary. He had a 2-run single back in the second inning, 1 for 2. Trying back pick, and that one away from Califoot. Wallen will slide over to second base into scoring position on the error. First error of the ball game against the Cardinals.
Copp obviously aggressive behind the plate. You're going to see the snap throw away from Califoot. And Wallen easily makes it over to second. Put him in scoring position.
Peary taking all the way on 3-0. It's right down the middle. And now an off-speed pitch in for a strike, and it's a full count.
If we can come back and get him here, great situation for Sloan. Get out of the inning.
Got just a piece of it. Peary stays alive. Off-speed pitch, swung on and missed. Second strikeout of the inning, third of the game. 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. None scored. Coon Rapids still up 5-3 going to the bottom of the 4th.
Any vehicles left outside on your property must be in operable condition and parked on an improved surface with current registration displayed. And repairing or dismantling vehicles outside is a violation of city code. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Coon Rapids feeling at home at Wintercrest so far. They had 3 hits, drove in 3 runs in that first inning. Jumped to a lead. Andover clawed their way back, had 4 hits in the top of the second inning to score 3 of their own. Evens the count, or the score at 3 apiece. Grant Peary the big hit, a 2-run single. But Coon Rapids battles right back in their second inning. Score a couple of runs on a couple of hits. There was another Andover error. Pushed their lead to 5-3, and that's where we are now.
Well, nice job by Sloan to get out of that inning.
First pitch swinging and a fly ball to right field. Wrangled by Grant Peary.
Yeah, I thought coming off the bat that may find the green, but Peary able to get over to it. Kind of hung up it a little bit at the end.
Wes Kendrick just jumped on the first thing he saw. Back to the top of the order, Chell Norquist has reached twice, scored twice. Single in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Crossed the plate both times. Top 2 hitters in the order have scored both times they have come to the plate. Quickly 2-0. Bauman moving fast on the hill, but taking some caution as well against the top of the order. This one hit towards center. Coming in on it is Gravink. He makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, that ball just hung up enough for Gravink to come in and come in from his spot in center field and make the catch. A couple of relatively quick in the field.
Sammy Lee has walked twice on just 9 pitches. He has scored twice. Looks at a pitch for a strike. Fastball misses outside, evens the count 1-1. Bauman trying to chalk up the first 1-2-3 inning for either pitcher. Slow bouncer through the middle. Lee cannot beat it out. Good dig at first by Blake Bauman. Coon Rapids is erased 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th inning. We go to the 5th. You're watching American Legion Baseball on CTN.
In 1998, CTN debuted one of the greatest broadcast trios ever assembled. Jerry the Coach Grant joined Howie and Joe to create a hockey announcing trifecta. But after a wildly successful 10-year run, Jerry, the darling of the team, suddenly went missing. Letters of concern and support poured in from the hockey community as a massive manhunt was launched. After almost 2 days with no sightings, the search was finally called off. Fans say the coach always had a knack for technical insights that they so loved. But now, a new chapter begins in the legend of Jerry Grant. He's back, and in the broadcast booth of CTN all season long.
Back at the ballpark. The sun not completely down.
Not yet,
It was hiding
no.
behind some shadows or some clouds over there. I thought it was down beyond the trees, but I suppose it'd be pretty early for that. We are shaded here and comfortable.
We are very comfortable. A nice little breeze, beautiful temperatures, not humid. It's a beautiful
And a good ball game as well.
Yes.
Andover's still in this one. Jake Clough will lead things off. Hit into a double play in the first. And flied out to center on the first pitch he saw in the second. This one grounded to the left side. Lee takes a hard hop off the chest. The throw in time, though, to Califoot for out number 1.
Yeah, nice job, Sammy, able to recover and still throw him out. You'll see it again. It just takes that hop off the glove into the chest, but right in front of him. Calfoot does a nice job of making sure he keeps his foot on the bag. The throw is a little off as he had to rush it.
Bring up Mason Sanders, strikeout in the first, a walk in the third. This one skied. Chance for Kopp behind home plate. He's got it. 2 pitches and 2 gone here in the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, you don't get much quicker out than that.
Second pop up to the catcher, and both of them have been about as easy as you can ask for when you're playing that number 2 spot. Deacon Eckes singled and scored in that 3-run second inning. Popped up last time up. Over at second base. Misses low, 1-1. This one foul.
A good spot for Sloan here, heading the count 1-2.
Sloan trying to get his first 1-2-3 inning.
With a 5-3 lead, and he certainly would like that opportunity.
That was a curveball that didn't curve even a little. Just floated it up and in on Eckes, 2-2 with 2 out. And now a full count. Oh, they
called
it
a strike.
Kind of a late anticlimactic
yeah.
called third strike as Eckes just started heading back to the dugout. So a 1-2-3 inning for each pitcher. Their last time on the hill. Bauman will try and keep his streak going in the bottom of the 5th after this on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at Wintercrest, middle of this American Legion baseball game. We stretched it out in the middle of the 5th.
We did.
Coon Rapids a 5-3 lead. Kind of a weird ending to the top half of the 5th inning.
Well, it didn't look like it was much of a call either way by our official, but he called that a strike.
First pitch, Jaden Kopp, sharp grounder to the left side. Clough bobbled it, is able to throw it over, but Bauman had to jump up for it. And safe at first is Jaden Kopp. Clough had a little bit of a yard sale there. I don't know, it just wasn't ready for it. Got to him too quickly, lost the glove. Got up, threw high. You see Bauman
had to
go up and get it. It's going to be the 3rd error of the ball game against Andover. Had 1 in each of the first 2 innings when Coon Rapids scored all its runs. Calfoot fouls this one back and out of play, leaving the count 1-1. Oh, 0-2. This one is slapped through the hole on the right side. Solid single. Kopp turns, digging for third. The throw is not in time and heads up base running as Calfoot jogs over into scoring position at second base on the throw.
That was a heck of a throw by Perry, too. He put it right there where it needed to be and just Kopp doing a nice job of sliding in underneath the tag.
So 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Coon Rapids trying to add to their 5-3 lead. Jeremy Oddie, an RBI single in the 1st. Great opportunity to pad his stats here. And that curve misses outside, 1-0.
Yeah, good patience by Oddie not to offer it that.
Fastball hit foul and out of play. Another foul for Oddie,
right
over toward the dugout. Bauman misses down and away, 2-2. And outside again in a full count.
You know, those pitches aren't missing by much.
Curveball, and not able to get a piece of it, stay alive. Get himself another 3-2 count.
Yeah, just able to fight that one off.
High heat gets him swinging at a big first out for Matt Bauman.
Yeah, that's a huge first out. Obviously, with Andover down by 2, they certainly do not want to give up any additional runs as this game's starting to move to the later stages.
Hayden Lundquist, 1 for 2, reached on an error in the first, singled in the third. Swings over the top of the first pitch, 0-1. Off-speed pitch gets him guessing wrong again, 0-2. Able to hold off on that one outside. It was a tempting one up in his eyes. You saw him get out on his toes and wisely kept the bat on his shoulder, 1-2. Bauman kicks and fires. This one foul and will get out of play. We'll try again.
Again, getting a piece of that baseball with 2 strikes, all important. Make sure you protect the plate, keep your bat alive.
This one hit into center. Running for it is Gravink. He will get there. Tagging and coming home is Kopp. He will score. Sacrifice fly for Lundquist. And a 6-3 lead for the home squad.
Well, the post 334 squad will definitely take that long fly out for the run.
Well, you really needed to take advantage of the good hustle play from Jaden Kopp and really also take advantage of the error and the timely hit from Jacob Califoot. All 3 of those things, and they are able to do so. Max Sloan will not hit.
I believe that's Van Ness, Sam Van Ness. Yep.
I believe you are correct. This one foul and will get out of play. So I would assume that means we've seen the end of Max Sloan.
And Van Ness hitting .222 on the season. So we'll see what kind of changes. He is the only extra player on the roster tonight for Coon Rapids.
Another one hit foul out of play, 1-2. He's got Califoot at second base, 2 outs. 1 across here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Underneath, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Bauman, but another run for the home team, and it's another unearned run on another Andover error. It's 6-3 Coon Rapids after 5 on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud, that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Back at the ballpark, and it's always good to see the 21st century youth keeping traditions alive. You see a tree like that, it almost has to be climbed.
Of course, when we were kids, we were holding a cell phone.
I was just going to say, he does it while holding a cell phone. Yep. That's an extra skill.
That is very, very, very nice skill to do.
Wasn't sure.
You don't want to drop that phone.
You saw kids climbing trees very often these days. It's hard to do while you're looking at your phone. Jeremy Oddie will take over in relief here. He has a 6-3 lead, and Van Ness will take over for Oddie at second. And it gives a great opportunity to the home squad to try and finish off a win, break that long losing streak.
They need it.
And knowing that Max Sloan, while he struggled with his control early on, gave up a few more walks than he would have liked. Right now, he's sitting in position for the win. Lucas Squire with a single in the second inning. This one, first pitch, chopped right back to the hill. Oddie to Califoot, and it doesn't get any easier than that.
Yeah, and that's what Coon Rapids wants in the field. Quick outs here as we're in the top of the sixth.
Well, and I was going to say he popped up on the first pitch that he saw in the third, and now he grounds out to the pitcher on an easy play on the first pitch he sees in the sixth. Blake Bauman singled and scored in the second inning. Pop up his last time up. Looks at a pitch for a strike, 0-1. Andover is under a handful of outs remaining. Try and come back from this 3-run deficit. They got all 3 of their runs in the second inning. They had 4 of their 5 hits in the ballgame in that inning. Of course, their first look at Jeremy Oddie.
Oddie with a no decision yet this year with a ERA right around the 2 mark.
Fastball missed wide, but the off-speed pitch finds the zone to even the count, 2-2.
And that one didn't miss by much.
I'm not sure where it missed, to be honest. But Bauman's still alive with a full count. Got a piece of that, stays alive on the foul. So after a 1 pitch out to the first guy he faces, Blake Bauman battling with Oddie here with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning.
Oh, big strikeout.
Blows it past him for out number 2. It was a challenge fastball.
Yes, it was.
Right down the middle, and Bauman just underneath it. Reed Lindgren. First pitch, foul and out of play.
That hit the truck.
Bauman, a sacrifice fly in the second inning, singled in the 4th. Now with 2 out, nobody on. This one hit well to right. Wes Kendrick, a little bit of a late reaction. And that'll be a 2-out single for Reed Lindgren.
Yeah, I don't know if he just misjudged how far that ball was going to go, but it looked like if he'd been able to get a nice jump off the bat, that may have been an opportunity to get an out, but I think he thought maybe that ball was going to carry a little bit more than it did.
So Lindgren's perfect afternoon continues, now 2 for 2, plus the RBI on the sac fly. Colin Gravink, a walk and a strikeout. Trying to keep this inning alive, spark a 2-out rally. His team down by 3, and just 4 outs remaining.
I was going to say they're down to the last few outs, so they certainly need to make something happen here.
Like to take advantage of that 2-out single. Working both sides, but missing off the plate, inside and outside, to the number 9 hitter, Colin Gravink.
Well, and again, that's just patient by Gravink, because I think they call time. No, oh, they call it a. Do they call it a balk?
Must have.
Yeah. Huh. Well, that's a good situation for Andover now with a runner in scoring position. Another one. You don't see that too often. You may see
on
one
back-to-back.
I was going to say on
even.
back-to-back pitches.
Not stopping completely before making a move towards the mount or towards the plate. And Lindgren all the way over to third. Pitch is up high now, 3-0 to Colin Gravink. And that is ball 4. Runners at the corners. And after a couple of quick outs, running into a little bit of trouble in the tying run, gets to the plate, and Ethan Wallen, the leadoff guy, he's walked twice, reached on a fielder's choice. Fouls the first pitch off the mask of catcher Jaden Kopp.
Oh, Kopp's going to again get a talk to Adi. This is the balk.
See a little frustration from Adi. Runner is going. They're going to try the double steal. Adi going after the lead guy.
They got him.
And they got him. And that's a huge third out. Sliding back was Lindgren, but came off the base. Coach Pete Anderson asking them to confirm and discuss it. He felt like the home plate umpire might have had a better look, and Adi.
Oh, I think he was safe.
But then I think his hand came off.
That would be the only thing.
And then he was tagged again.
But I think Pete was saying that even though his hand came off, his foot may have still been on the bag. Nonetheless, both officials ruled him out.
And that will end the threat. We go to the bottom of the 6th, Coon Rapids 6, Andover 3.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Matt Bauman continues to hurl into the bottom of the 6th inning. Leo Bloom-Vachereau, his third look at the Andover starter. Late on the swing that missed low anyhow. He ends the count 1-1.
That's one of those pitches he'd love to have back.
Yeah, late decision to swing and then an even later decision to try and hold off. 1-1 the count. Bauman kicks and delivers up high this time, 2-1. Pop up in the first and a fly out to left in the 3rd inning. That's the day so far for LBV. Looks at a strike, 2-2. Curveball misses wide.
Well, Bauman doesn't need to put any runners on base either. They're down to their last 3 outs. They want to keep the score right where it's at.
Gets a big strikeout to start things off.
Here's that play over at third. Now I thought maybe initially he was safe, but did his because it looked like he came off the bag.
But he gets the leg as he's getting the leg towards the bag.
Yeah, and then it came off again.
The hand was off, and the leg before the foot could get back, it had to go through the glove.
Correct.
So I think that's the right call.
Yep. I agree.
Tough one, and as we were talking about in the intermission, they really could have just let him have that run and just taken the back out. As long as they got an out and got out of the inning,
right?
A 3-run lead does allow you to do some things.
Correct.
Liam West Kendrick 1 for 2, heading the count 2-0, and this one chopped back up the middle, scooped up by Lindgren. The throw over to Bauman in plenty of time for out number 2. But even better to get the third out and not give up the run.
Agree.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Back to the top of the order, and the top of the order has been solid for the home squad so far. Kjell Norquist singled, reached on a fielder's choice, scored each of the first 2 times he came up. Sammy Lee, who's in the number 2 spot, walked and scored each of the first 2 times he came up. Jaden Kopp in the number 3 spot is 2 for 3, reached on an error. He's got 2 RBI and 2 runs scored. Like to see the top of the order getting the job done.
Absolutely.
2-0 pitch to Norquist. Chop to the left side, scoops away from Clough. Lindgren with the throw, and that one well off the mark, and it's going to be error numero 4.
Yeah, he should have
for the Andover squad.
He should have just put that ball in his pocket. Never should have thrown that. It wasn't going to get him regardless. And then as you talked about, just airmailed it.
Well, and this is probably another error on Clough. He maybe should have had that in the mitt. Instead, it hopped away from him. Lindgren had to hurry, and he throws it well high and wide. And that is error number 4. This one charged to the shortstop.
To Andover.
And a runner in scoring position with 2 away for Sammy Lee. Lee would love to get a base knock, tag an extra run in. Instead, he swings and comes up empty behind in the count 1-2. And a strike 3 thrown from Bauman, his second strikeout of the inning. 6th of the ball game. His team needs 3 to tie. See if they can do it in the top of the 7th after this on CTN.
As you know, CTN on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
Norquist will come on and try and close it out, get the save. Solid 5 innings from the starter, Max Sloan. Jeremy Oddie able to hold in his 1 inning. And now Norquist trying to shut the door. He'll have to face the top of the order for Andover. And their leadoff man, Ethan Wallen, has reached all 3 times. A couple of walks and a fielder's choice. Oddie started the game at second base, pitched the 6th. He's out in center field for the 7th.
And everything else is the same.
Wallen was at the dish when Coon Rapids was able to record out number 3 on the bases to end the 6th inning.
Well, we talked about the fact that Coon Rapids has been struggling here in the last 12 games, and I'll tell you, Norquist would love to come in here and just set them down and get that win, because they certainly do need one after winless in the last 12.
Wallen shows bunt and drops it right down the first base line.
That's foul.
Fortunate for Coon Rapids, because that was, he was going to beat that out.
Did it go?
I'm not sure. Did it? Oh yeah, it hit off his foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you saw him kind of half think about stopping. Maybe they didn't notice.
If they didn't call it, run it out.
But yeah, that's the right call. It was definitely off his foot. This one skied to short left. Coming in for it is LBV, and Bloom Vachereau has it for round number 1.
Oh, they kept a player off the bases, as you had mentioned, had been on already 3 times here in the top of the 7th.
Now Grant Peary, 1 for 3. 2-run single in that 3-run second inning for Andover. This one hit to the right side, backhanded by Califoot, just leaves it there for Norquist to run onto it. That's textbook right there.
That is.
Norquist, or Califoot rather, just able to knock it down. Norquist gets there well in front of the runner, Peary. And Califoot just flipped it up in the air, let his pitcher run onto it.
And over down to the last out.
Jake Clough 0 for 3. Looks at a pitch down and away, 1-0. Anybody who can grow a beard like that under 20 is a winner. Up and in. 2-0.
That is for sure.
Especially in the 2020s. Because beards are in 2024.
Yep.
They were in 2020. They're even more in 2024. 3-0 count, and that's a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs. Keeps Andover's hopes alive.
Yep. There is a chance.
It'll bring up Mason Sanders. 0 for 2 with a walk. Norquist got 2 very quick outs and then 4-pitch walk. This one hit to right. There for it is Wes Kendrick. And a 1-pitch out to end it. And Coon Rapids will end that long 12-game drought with a 6-3 win.
Yeah, a nice win for Post 334. And you're right, that drought definitely needed to be ended by Coon Rapids. And they did it here tonight against Andover. And in an interesting game, there are some things that happened that were comical in a way, but nonetheless, they'll take the win 6-3.
Yes, much needed victory for the home squad. A little something for them to give a boost as they push towards the end of the American Legion schedule and into the playoffs, all coming to an end here in the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
And before you know it, Shapiro, it'll be football season.
It's coming, Joe. Not that far away. First game of the year, August 29th.
But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final, Coon Rapids 6, Andover 3. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.